everyone. Welcome back to All Things Pause.
Good morning.
It is cold again.
It's cold again.
In Florida, everywhere. I have friends that live up north, and they had 6 inches of snow again.
Yeah. Yesterday, my husband had gone to the gym, didn't realize it was going to be 44 degrees, and he sent me a text and said, "Step outside." I said, "Nope." Because
No thanks.
I knew
No
that it
thanks.
was going to be cold. But I will say that yesterday being St. Patrick's Day,
Yeah.
I have this green fuzzy sweatshirt that I never ever get to wear.
That
I
was
was so excited to wear it yesterday.
was perfect.
But yeah, it's cold. It actually feels really nice out today. I think today, tomorrow.
During the day, if it's sunny, it doesn't feel bad to me. Yeah, I enjoy it. But
I think that this is our last.
yeah, hopefully. But I know, like my friend in Ohio, she already had like tulips blooming and buds on the trees and things. I know my dad too had buds on his trees. And
I want to grow tulips.
Here we go.
Can we grow those here?
Favorite flower. Well, I just got some at Whole Foods, and they had the big bulbs on the end, and that's what I said. I'm like, oh, I guess I could put these in the ground. And
okay, so hear this on TikTok. Now, I go to TikTok for recipes, and if you follow me on TikTok, I don't really know what my name is there, but I just posted a video up there about, you'll hear about it in a little bit, but on TikTok, I look a lot for recipes and things I want to cook. Mm-hmm. But for whatever reason, this tulip thing came. Now, follow what I'm saying. They dug out a very long, call it 3 foot, 6 foot, however, of their grass.
Okay.
They dug deep, probably about a foot.
Okay.
And they put, I'm not kidding you, a gazillion toilet paper rolls. So the hole was up, right? So you could put something in the hole. They laid them all out. I'll see if I can find it and we'll post it. They laid them all out. It looked like they had probably done 20 to 30 toilet paper rolls. Then they took tulip bulbs and stuck them in the hole. Okay. So you can see them all sticking up. And then covered it with soil, watered it, and of course, a miracle. It's the most beautiful. It's probably AI. Garden. But I thought I might just do a pot and see if I can grow tulips, because how pretty are they?
That's my favorite flower ever.
Have you seen the tulips in New York City when they're blooming? On the Upper West Side, they have all their medians are
with tulips,
and they are. Look up on TikTok.
Oh, I need
New
to
York
look that
City
up.
tulips.
I just love them, and I miss that about living down here. Because. That would symbolize spring up north with the tulips and the lilies and the,
Yeah, what symbolizes spring here in Orlando? A whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, 90 degrees.
90 degrees.
90 degrees is back. We don't have spring.
So we're here. Got our Diet Coke. Michelle's got her coffee.
Yep. Speaking of spring, it's spring break.
Speaking of spring, it's spring break.
Yes, the kids are home. Or well, I guess, is Jake home?
So Jake is home, but he's in Punta Cana.
Oh.
Man, these kids live their best life.
Yeah, right.
When I don't know about you, but when I was in college, you didn't go to spring break. You went home and played outside and walked the mall. And in my case, I went to the beach.
The arcade.
The arcade. I mean, I listened to him and I'm like, for the love of God, we didn't do any. Now, he paid for the trip all on his own. Nope. We don't pay for that, but still. But so he comes back from Punta Cana tomorrow, and he's here for a day and a half, and then he leaves again to go back. Which so
Emma's been here since Friday, so it's fun. It is fun having her around. Yeah. It's just weird. I just started thinking because she'll graduate in early May, and then she's back home again. Yeah, so they come back, flybacks. That's what we called Morgan, a flyback. Because they flew the nest. And
I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like Jake is a little high maintenance when he comes home.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I have to entertain him.
I feel that
I feel like
way.
I have to cook dinner
whether
every
I
night.
do or
I feel
not.
like I have to make the experience amazing. I really shouldn't care.
Well, like I just did when I left her because she luckily has some homework and stuff to catch up on today, but I'm going to be gone until probably 4:00 today. So I'm telling her, I'm like, okay, I'm going to be gone. You're on your own for lunch if you need. No, and I'm telling her all these things, and I'm like, she's almost 22 years old. She's fine. She lives on her own in Gainesville, so.
I know. I feel.
But you do. You feel like you have to entertain them, and
it's really funny because you see those. Once you start following something, look at something on TikTok, your algorithm goes to that. So for whatever reason, something about moms and sons came across it, or the college things, you know, kids come home from college, they open up the refrigerator and they realize mom and dad don't eat anymore.
Nope, same thing.
So this one came, it was just a beautiful little blurb, and it said, you know, I send my son, my son doesn't realize that my heart beats knowing that he's well, something really emotional. And then it says, my text, hi honey, hope you have a good day, miss you, love you, whatever, you know, and then the kid's response is, okay.
Yes.
So I screenshotted that and sent that to him thinking he would, and then I screenshot it and said, it's a good thing, now I don't feel so alone, miss you, love you, have a good day. You know, mimicking what that said. I got 0.
Not even okay.
I got, did you get my truck fixed? That's what I got.
Oh.
I was like, I just don't get why these kids don't think we're funny.
Yeah, no.
I can't wait for him to be an adult and appreciate our humor. Exactly. I mean, he knows how our humor, my husband and me, and we send him these funny texts, and I could see him just rolling his eyes.
Yeah.
Like, can't you grab onto the humor here? We're having a good time.
He doesn't know how lucky he is, right?
I know, man. We're fun.
I get it. And I have mixed feelings. I mean, of course I'm excited for her to come back home, but yeah, I mean, but my oldest, when she came back home, was home for 1.5 years. So that was a long time. It was time.
That's a long time
to go get your apartment. But yeah, hopefully it'll all work out and she'll get a job. But
it's good because they're girls, so they attach to mom.
True.
The boys, my JJ is solely attached to Rich at the moment. Yeah. So I'll hear Rich has on the iPhone, there's a $sign ring, like a cash register ring. So that's what my husband has on his. So I'll hear it come through and I'm like, what? I'm not on that text, or he didn't call me. And so I do get a wee bit jealous, and I am struggling with just the whole boundaries thing. Yeah. I think we've talked about that before.
Yeah, that's hard.
I really,
it is.
As a boy, because JJ used to be the one that would sit down and we'd talk, and he'd talk about his feelings. And I was like, this is great. Whoever he marries one day is going to be so lucky that this boy communicates. Now?
Nope.
I got nothing. And I know he's got a girlfriend, and she probably, you know, wears the pants in the relationship and controls a little bit of that here and there. But I'm like, he doesn't.
You got to pull things out of them.
So I'm hoping it comes full circle.
Yeah.
People say it will. And I'm like, let's hurry this up and come full circle.
Seriously. That's hard. That's really hard. But mine are the same way. Yeah.
Right.
But
at least you can go shopping with them.
Yes, exactly. There's always something to do.
Right.
We go get coffee.
Get your nails or whatever.
Get nails.
I got nothing. I got to go get your car washed. True. Right? I mean, but he did get, we have to turn his truck lease in, and he got a new pre-owned truck that he's actually paying for a good portion of it. So, but my husband and I have searched for cars all over the United States, the right truck, the right price. And we thought we had a price in mind, and it turns out you can't get a truck like this for the price that we wanted to spend. And so, long story short, the day he was coming home, he actually found a truck over an hour from here. Wow. And so Rich went over and looked at it, and then when he got home, and it was great. The price was great. The people were great. It was clean. It looked brand new. Smells new. It's weird. It's like almost 5 years old, and it's beautiful. So, boy, when he got home from school that day, he was happy. He's like, hi, Mom, you know, so happy. And, you know, can we go? And, you know, thank you. And all the things that go along with it. And then, you know, his girlfriend, can she come? I'm like, yep, I assumed she was going to come. We drove over to Plant City. We got the truck, and, you know, he's all happy setting it up. And then we got home about 9 o'clock that night, and that was it. That was it. The attitude goes up. You know?
Yep. On to the next thing now. That's over. Yeah.
Oh, no, so I was kind of glad when he left the next day for Punta Cana, but
I get it.
But he did, I will say, he did send me a screenshot of he and his girlfriend drinking mojitos yesterday. So I was kind of happy that he had thought of me enough to send
the
mojito picture. So.
That was lovely, yeah.
Anyway,
nice.
All right, so today we're talking about, what are we talking about?
We are talking all things sweet potatoes today.
Sweet potatoes.
Just stay with me now, okay? I was... TikTok, of course, which we do for our research, right?
Yeah.
It's research. I saw this lady talking about how it started was nothing to do with weight loss, but she was trying to switch out all of her like white flour carbs, like rice and regular potatoes, and bread and things like that for something healthier. Just maybe, I don't even know if it was a gluten issue or what, but anyway, she chose sweet potatoes. So she had been making these sweet potatoes in the oven, and Andrea's going to give you a great recipe for sweet potatoes. But
did you find her before or after I told you about the sweet potato stack?
No, it was before. Yeah,
okay.
I had seen her. I had followed her for years. But so anyway, she started making the sweet potatoes, and I think she said she was doing one like, she would eat it breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I mean, with other stuff, but with other proteins. But I think she said 3 weeks, and she had lost 8 pounds, and she wasn't even trying. She's not even trying.
Just by eating sweet potatoes?
By eating sweet potatoes, by switching out and eating sweet potatoes. So I kind of did a deep dive, and I'm like, well, what's so great about sweet potatoes? I mean, I like them. Do you like them?
Love them.
I love a sweet potato. I mean, I love a white potato too, but so I kind of started researching, and I'm like, well, I know they're healthy for you, but what could be going on that's, helping her with, of course, giving up some of the white carbs, I'm sure helped, but they have so many vitamins. Vitamin A, vitamin C, potassium, which is something that I was recently diagnosed with AFib, and when I was in the hospital, my potassium was low.
I think all of us going through menopause, perimenopause, anything, you need more potassium. Everything's low.
Yep. They gave me a huge horse pill thing of potassium in the hospital, and so I went researching how can I eat foods, whole foods to help that. Okay, sweet potatoes. Fiber, which is another thing at this age.
Boy, I need fiber.
Here's something I didn't know, because I always thought this was carrots. Eye health. How they always tell you to eat your carrots for your eye health. Sweet potatoes. They have a high amount of beta carotene, which is the same thing in carrots. So it says it helps to maintain good vision and reduce the risk of eye problems.
I'm too late with the vision.
Well, I think we all feel that, but maybe we can keep it going,
Right.
Let's see what else. Boosts the immune system because of the vitamin A and vitamin C and antioxidants. Good for digestion. Dietary fiber supports healthy digestion, helps prevent constipation.
Lord, I'm eating the one for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Feeds beneficial gut bacteria. Controls blood sugar, which we know that there are a lot of foods that the minute you eat them, it's going to spike your, especially those white flours, the sugar and all that stuff.
Wonder if they have sweet potato rice, because I love rice.
They have this great thing if you have a Trader Joe's near you, where they're like little frozen circles of sweet potatoes, and you just put them in a little casserole dish, put them in the microwave, and you've got sweet potato mash. It's like mashed potatoes, but they're sweet potatoes. We've had that. They're delicious. Blood sugar helps to moderate the glycemic index. Oh, and the fiber helps slow down sugar absorption. So
is that all fiber or just the fiber in sweet potatoes?
The fiber, it says fiber, I guess it's in, despite being sweet, sweet potatoes have a moderate glycemic index. And their fiber helps to slow the sugar, which can be helpful for managing type 2 diabetes.
Well, I think that this is great.
They're amazing.
Because most people like sweet potatoes.
You would think, yeah. I mean, now
if you get the sweet potato chips, I think it takes that out of the nutrients.
Well, and I was just going to say, and we're talking like my dad who likes the sweet potatoes with like all the butter and then the marshmallows on top and probably not that. This is like basic.
So the sweet potato stack that we're going to link, somebody, well, you'll hear about this, but somebody brought it to my house, and we love sweet potatoes. We don't eat them nearly enough. Now we will. Mm-hmm. So she came in with this platter, and it had all these stacks of sweet potatoes, and they smelled delicious. Yeah. And everybody, there was 8 of us here, took a bite, and we're like, whoa, these were amazing. It's and basically all average. It is sliced sweet potatoes. Mm-hmm. You sprinkle some olive oil, salt, pepper, garlic powder, a little bit of butter. Mm-hmm. I think it was like for 2 sweet potatoes, it was like 2 tablespoons of butter. Right. And then fresh rosemary. Now, if you don't like rosemary, you can do anything
Right,
you want.
That's what I was going to say. You could put any seasoning.
I put them in a big thing, mixed them all up, and literally stacked them in a Pyrex dish.
Cute.
And baked them at 400 for, you could, however, she did them so they caramelized on top, which was great.
Yes.
And, you have to slice them really thin.
Yeah.
And, that depends on, how they cook. But, man, my husband and I, we could put down. Now, you'd think if I sit and eat a steak, I'll eat a sweet potato.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But we took 2 sweet potatoes, cut them, stacked them, and we couldn't finish all the stacks. Wow. So you'd be surprised you don't even eat as much.
That's the fiber. See, it's a fiber-filling carb is what it is, which I learned that years ago when I was doing Beachbody. The fiber-filled carbs, like beans and sweet potatoes. Those
fiber-filled carbs.
Those are good for you. Yeah.
So, I mean, and the funny thing is I had a couple stacks left over the other day, and when my son and his girlfriend were here, I said, I know y'all don't love sweet potatoes, but you got it. And they both tried it and they both liked it. See? So you can season them. You can do it with the rosemary or not. You can do it with, just regular garlic if you want, but I could probably eat those 3 or 4 times a week.
I could. And that's what this lady did. She did it just a little different. She sliced them in half and just baked them side down, like in the oven for
the flat
like
side
an hour.
down.
Yeah. But she seasoned it. Same thing. You can just do whatever you want. Salt, pepper. I think she did onion powder, garlic powder.
Right.
Yeah, whatever you want. A little, and she put olive oil on the top, and then flipped them over, and then put olive oil on the.
We're gonna need to get some sweet potato recipes that are healthy.
Ooh, yeah.
So you could go. There's a brand that's a black chip bag that has sweet potatoes and different
Emma
things.
has those.
I don't. It just they're fried.
Yeah,
so
they're
it takes
not good
the
for you,
whole takes all the nutrition out of it. But
no, I mean I could eat one with every, like she even was doing it breakfast. Oh, and I wanted to say one thing we do at home is put like a protein on it. Like sometimes I'll make a sweet potato and then put ground turkey or ground beef on top, and then some feta cheese, or like she did it with cottage cheese for lunch. She put a little bit of cottage cheese on top and just ate it like with her hands, like yeah. So pair it with a protein. And
I usually, sometimes when my husband travels for work, I'll take a regular white potato and then I'll saute some broccoli and garlic and whatever, and then I'll open up the potato, put the broccoli in, put a little bit of cheese on it, and that's my actual dinner. I think I might try that with
the sweet potato. I think I'm going to do that tonight for dinner. Is just
I wonder if butternut squash has any value. Oh, because I really love butternut squash.
That's good. Yeah, butternut squash. It is good.
You could do a lot with that.
Like the spaghetti squash stuff. That
never works out for me.
I've done that a couple times, but
it doesn't work for me. But anyway, well, that's really good information.
Yeah, and then like a couple more things that just the heart health we already talked about, but it reduces inflammation, and it says right here, tip number 8, good for weight management. They're low in calories, and they're filling and nutrient dense.
I think anything that is full of fiber is good for weight management.
I think so
because it's going to help you move your bowels, and it's going to
keep you full. It's going to keep you full. Yeah, you're not wanting to eat an hour later.
And following up with the lymphatic stuff that I talked about last time, I'm telling you, I have seen a difference.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, I don't know. I thought about you this morning because I decided I was going to get on the scale.
Oh, don't do that.
And I said, I know Michelle's going to tell me don't get on the scale. But I was curious because I was curious to see because I want to tell you about my doctor's appointment yesterday. Oh, okay. I went to the doctor yesterday, and I was wearing the jeans and sneakers and a fluffy sweatshirt. I'm like, for the love. But whenever I go to the doctor, I just look up. I never, ever, ever look at the scale. And they're smart because they do it in kilograms. So you don't know. But anyway, I'm sure that I was whatever. I was nervous. So I thought, I've been feeling a little bit better after doing all the lymphatic stuff twice a day. So I thought, I'm going to get on the scale. Wouldn't you know it, I lost 5 pounds.
What?
Actually, call it more 4.
But still.
I think that it's a lot of inflammation.
It is.
A lot of information. So having said that, this is just like a catch-up all. We're gonna get catch up.
It's good.
So I had to have an MRI for my lower back, and when it came back that I had a mass by my uterus or in my uterus. Right. And this is coming from radiologist that read the MRI. So I got a little nervous. I called my OB. And they got me in right away. I went yesterday, and he's like, Andrea, you're fine. And I said, I am? How do you know? And he said, because I see 10 patients a day and at least 3 of them have fibroids.
Yeah,
he's like, it's probably just a fibroid. So
I have fibroids.
He's like, do you mind if I feel around? I said, no. He's like, I can't even feel your uterus. So if I can't feel your uterus, but it says it's a large fibroid. So doesn't hurt. He said, well, are you sexually active? Does it hurt when you have sex? I'm like, no. And so, yes, sexually active. No, it doesn't hurt. And so he's like, well, let's just do an ultrasound. But I had to schedule an appointment for an ultrasound. Don't you remember when you were pregnant and you go to the OB, they do the ultrasound?
Yeah,
I thought I'd be able to get an ultrasound. Oh. No. 2 weeks later. So 2 weeks I go. But he's like, I wouldn't worry about it. If you're going through menopause, close to the end, you will... It's another thing that could develop is fibroids.
I was going to say I had them. Yeah.
I mean, some people have them and that prevents them from becoming pregnant. My girlfriend had that and she had to have them removed. But for us, as we get older, he's saying it's very common. And unless it's hurting you or causing problems, and then it's probably nothing. You just let the fibroids sit there. So great. Whatever, it's fine. I felt better. I wasn't, you know what? I really wasn't even worried. Yeah. I got to the stage of my life where I'm like, you know what? Is what it is.
I know.
But I talked to him and he said, so much inflammation. He agreed anything natural is good. Right. So trying to get more potassium through bananas and sweet potatoes bananas. And trying to get
do
stuff.
A banana a day.
Try to eat a little bit of that every day because sometimes people get so depleted and they have to give them a supplement or medication to try and eat a little bit of that stuff every day. But my husband and I had a conversation with someone the other day and I thought, you know what? We all grew up in the 70s, 80s, some of you younger ones in the 90s. We never had any of this stuff. No. We didn't have obesity. We didn't have to worry about inflammation. Anything. We didn't have any of this stuff.
We didn't have emotional support water bottles that we had to take everywhere with us, like our children do now.
Right. Yeah. So I want to go back to just there. But what is the common denominator? I'm going to tell you what the common denominator is. It's the preservatives. It's everything that they're putting in our food. Even the stuff they're growing. Do you ever wash your vegetables? I don't.
Rarely. Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
But it's like, why can't we just go back? There was nothing back then. You could eat, I saw this guy, you could drink a gallon of Kool-Aid a day. You didn't gain weight because you know, who drinks a gallon or 2 of water?
No. That's what I was telling her yesterday. I sent her this TikTok about the protein in the water thing. But I said, when we were in school, we'd have 1 or 2 sips at the water fountain.
Seriously.
And that'd be it for the whole day. We may not drink anything else the rest of the day. So we're fine.
We're fine. Yeah, so I think that the common denominator is fast food. We could stay away from fast food.
That's huge.
Back then or now. But they're putting more preservatives in our food. I've said this before. You go to Europe, the cancer rate down there is like 6%.
And obesity.
There's no obesity.
Obesity, yeah.
You go to Europe. I'm sure many of you have gone to Europe and you spend a week there and you lose weight.
Well, yeah.
You went.
My husband and I were just talking last night with some friends about our trip to Italy when we went a couple years ago. And, my husband was saying we ate Nutella-filled chocolate croissants and had cappuccinos every day for breakfast. Of course, ate pasta every day. Didn't gain a pound. Yeah,
I know. It's unbelievable. Yeah. So it's
all just like natural stuff.
I know.
Fresh stuff.
Yeah. I wish I could, even if, they say stay on the interior or the exterior of the store, right? Of the grocery store. So, yes, that sounds great. But I can't tell you growing up how many devil dogs I ate.
Oh, my gosh.
Or Little Debbie's or if it's just...
My parents owned a store, so I was eating junk food.
You ate all sorts of stuff.
I could have all the candy I wanted, all the junk food,
But also keep in mind that having said that, women our age are prone to weight gain No matter what you do.
Yeah.
No matter, I mean, you see these women who say, oh, I'm 54 and I'm doing, this is the new one, Asian Pilates, and I look like this.
Yes. That walking Pilates thing or whatever it is. Yes. I've seen all those videos.
Now, I am doing some free weights more, and it was because of physical therapy, and I do it.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I try to do it, every other day or so, and I'm doing just some arm things and a few things. You don't need a lot. I'm just trying to keep my arms from sagging and whatever. But, our skin loosens. We lose the collagen. We talked about that last time. So somebody had mentioned to me retinol. We all know retinol is important. And so I was researching, and I'm doing my cellulite thing that I do. I'm really not good at doing it every day with the oil, but I do rub it across 5 or 6 times. And it has reduced the inflammation. It's a combination of the things I'm doing, right? I said I was going to do one thing and see if it worked, but I didn't. So I researched and found on Amazon, I think this had like 50,000, almost 5 stars. But this is just, it has no odor. It's called Advanced Clinicals Retinol Advanced Firming Cream. Okay, and we'll link it.
We will link, yeah.
But it's great. I've only put it on my upper thighs and my butt cheeks. Mm-hmm. And I will tell you, I was telling Michelle that, when you stand up and I look down at my legs, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I know.
After doing this for 6 or 7 times, it's faded a little bit.
Nice.
So I think it, again, works different for everybody, right? But I think that and I put the retinol on my neck also, which
that's what I need.
Moisturize also, but I'm not liking what I'm seeing here.
I don't go the wrinkles.
And I put a little bit on my arms, but I think that if you're going to put cream on, why not go for this? I mean, it wasn't cheap, but it wasn't a fortune. I can't remember how much, but it's got vitamin E, green tea, and aloe vera. So it can't, I don't know. People say if it's got a lot of ingredients, it's not good. It's got to have something in there that's working.
Yeah, exactly.
But the other thing, this is really funny. I thought, okay, well, maybe it's just putting lotion on every day.
Yeah, that's my mom's secret at 84 years old. Yeah,
right?
Just moisturizing. Yep.
And you know what my grandmother used to use for years and years and years?
What?
Pond's.
Oh,
that was it.
My gosh.
Pond's. That's it. And she had beautiful skin. So I'm going to go through this entire, it's pretty big. I'm going to go through this entire thing and see if it really makes a difference. If it doesn't make a difference, I'm going back to just good old Aveeno moisturizer lotion.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But I do think that the lymphatic stuff is all natural. I do think that does
That's
help.
Something that makes sense.
It makes sense. Yeah. And I am going for lymphatic massage again and trying to find a place that I can go for. There's a place here, it's actually in Lake Nona, a salt room.
Oh.
And they do lymphatic drainage. Like they put you in a machine.
Ooh.
I might try that.
We may have to check that out.
Yeah.
So I checked when I went to my massage yesterday. Mm-hmm. I didn't talk to her about it. I completely forgot until I got back out to the counter. But they do offer a lymphatic massage. So
my husband's part of a networking small business group, and there's someone there that she is a doctor, and she specializes in lymphatic and all holistic, natural. And she said a couple things. One, if they're massaging, that's not lymphatic. Oh. They either are very soft or a brush. You've seen those little... Yeah. Okay, she said it's really the brush, and the dry brush may feel uncomfortable, but it's just. If you barely scratch your skin, that's also the same thing. So it's really interesting. But if they're massaging, like you'll see some people on TikTok massaging, that's not what that's for. That could be good for circulation, right? Maybe cellulite or anything like that, but not lymphatic. Okay, so gotcha. I'm doing it every day.
Yeah, I'm doing it on my legs
every day. I'm before I barely get out of bed in the morning, I'm doing it. Yeah. Then there was a new one that, and this is really funny, is if you stand up, I do this when I get out of bed, and you just kind of bounce.
I saw that. Lymphatic hops or whatever.
Lymphatic hops. I do that 30 times, 20 to 30 times. Don't know.
Who knows?
But I will tell you that if you do it, you do feel better.
Yeah, we're just all looking dumb and
I know, my husband's looking at me like, I mean, I lift my little free weights in my pajamas before I get in the shower.
Yeah, I don't care what I have on. Right? If I'm going to do it, I'm not going to waste time changing clothes.
Right, yeah. I'm just going to do it. So anyway, we hope that this was informative and entertaining. But anyway, good to see everybody, and we're gonna link. Yeah, I'll link the cream. We'll link the recipe, and I will figure out a way to get my TikTok name out there, and you can watch some of my recipes that I'm gonna start doing. And don't laugh. I'm just learning. I'm just a 54-year-old woman trying to keep up with the times.
And send us any sweet potato recipes or ideas that you may have, or if there's any other foods that you've eaten that support all those things. So,
all right. Have a great day. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.